bed early. In the morning light, in the freaking summertime. When I remember I took the freaking S79 with the freaking Saturn to go to the freaking supermarket. Hey, supermarket, hey. I'm making money faster than a company. Hey, taking the S79 to the freaking supermarket. Oh, over the roads on the bridge to go to the freaking supermarket. Hey, on the supermarket. Hey, to the freaking supermarket. To the freaking supermarket. And I went back freaking uptown. Back uptown, take the S79, take the frickin' RT from the DMV, I don't know, from the frickin' subway line. I took the R train, going to the record store. Guys, me, this is my tech here. Welcome back to another video again. Don't mind the mess in my room, holy crap. But yeah, so obviously, I made a last video a while back, a long time ago, before I came permanently home, of course. I was actually I made a video of like the game I created. So I'm gonna do an updated video of that, but more like into detail of how I made that game. Which I may make that video eventually too. But let's cut the jack and start to it. With this video. So first off, I'm gonna show you like how I run the game on the software. Now, because I show you parts of it, but not completely. Now, this made to you look like a very original DSi. Oh my god, why I'm stuttering today? Oh my god. So to you, this may actually look like a DSi. It's just a regular DSi. Or this right here looks like a regular 3DS. Or this right here is like a regular Windows 10. And then this right here looks like a regular VR headset. Now, let me just tell you, all of these devices that got developer options on. What? Even including my phone, developer options. Well, not really, but it's more like, I can't say it because YouTube will probably demonetize and probably Nintendo will take over. But is it legal? Yes, it is, because it's considered fair use. Unless you like putting like your like illegal ROMs, like a Nintendo owned ROMs on it, or something that you don't own on it. But here's the thing, guys. I found a loophole on here. I actually created a game. I created my own game using that laptop. So technically it's a development kit because you're making games. And then I use this DS to run. I use the SD card to run it and run the firmware on here. So I'm going to show you an example of it. I'm going to show you different firmwares. It's basically a jailbroken devices, but I just honestly call them development kits because, you know why? There's one people that I don't tell you, and is that you can actually make homebrew and games for it. It's not really it's more like, you know, homebrew and stuff, but to me, honestly, this is one of these things that you could actually download for like you could download this game right now for your DSi that's of course jailbroken if you have like the firmware packs and all that stuff. Which is cool. You have to have a jailbroken DS or a jailbroken 3DS or even a Game Boy with a flash card or something to run it. But I'm not gonna teach you how to do that because, you know, Nintendo will probably demonetize and stuff and all that stuff. But let's get to it. So I'm gonna boot it up real quick. As you boot it up, look how different it is. Now this is not the DSi menu. This is not the DSi menu. This is totally different. This is literally the DSi menu. Let me show you different too. Let me show you an example. I'm gonna go to for instance the what's it called, I think I'm gonna go to what's it called, let's go to launcher. I'm gonna go to the launcher and we'll get back to the DSi menu. Hold on, let me just press play and let's go get to the DSi menu. So yep, now we're back to the DSi menu, but the difference is there's no sound because we're back to it looks like a regular DSi, but it's not, which is cool. So why you wonder I call this the development kit, even though it really is the jailbroken 3DS DS. Now the reason why, because you can literally press one, I think, turn it off. Let me hold it. Oh my god, I hate when I don't think it freeze. Oh yeah, hold it and then turn it on, and you're back to this menu. Now I'm gonna go to somewhere special. I'm actually gonna run like a game that I created on here. So what I'm gonna go to is I'm gonna go to Twilight menu. And there's a special menu that I jailbroken. I jailbroken this DS. Thanks to the jailbreaking team, the homebrew team, who helped to do this. I hope I don't get demonetized for this or get copyright claim from Nintendo. So I have to make pause or something because I have some games that of course I own and stuff that is on here and don't. But I don't want to show it because I'm the copyright from Nintendo, so I don't want to cause problems. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, never mind. I thought we are good. So I thought I had to change up, but it's saved right here. So I'm gonna show you an example. So now let's go boot up to my game I created. So let's go boot up to this is the developer option. You can test out your game. You usually test out your game, but it's a little demo of it. So the game I created was called Ultra Bianca Rescue. You can tell this is not a original Nintendo game or a original basically third party game or second party whatever. It's my game. I made this game. I actually programmed this. Well, I didn't technically I just use commands, honestly. I use like command. I rather use command because there's a way you can program games surprisingly without having to use without having the program. But it's still considered a program, but it's more like using commands and it's just easier. It's more like behaviors or using like commands and stuff compared to like actual programming, like with like debugging and all that stuff. It's more easier. And actually making Game Boy games gotten way easier compared to like previous where you have to literally actually program. You can actually program if you want to get more features, but I personally just cheap out and just do like behaviors, honestly. Not easy though, but it was something. But I made it's based on like a game that basically like a open source something. It's open source, so nobody could add to the code. And it's gonna boot up to my logo, so you can see my logo right there. I actually have my Mattolina logo running on here. You can tell this is legit. I'm gonna turn on the volume a little bit. So I hope the volume's up. So you can see the volume's up a little bit. Volume's up right here. It's called Ultra Bianca Rescue. Select start. You select start. You select the start button. Let me start this. And then you want to press continue. Press continue. And I saved the game there. You can see I saved the game. I saved the game through there. So the character right here. That's the character right there. That's the character based on Bianca. Real person in real life. And you have the rocks. Then you have like, it's pretty cool. I'll show you the signs real quick. It's based on like the, it's open source so anybody could edit the code. So it's just a game I test out just for fun of it. Which is cool. I mean, I don't really make money for it, but it's pretty cool. Let me show you an example. Let me go to this one. It's actually in color now. Previously it was in black and white, and plus the sound was not that great as well. But the sound is better with this one. Because that's the comments where the sound was bad. Yeah, but Miami, Marines going to the Ducks and Fish. Yep. It's basically the lake. It's based on my life, because this is like, based on the lake. I'll probably make like a second version, depending on what happens in my life. Of this game, maybe a remix to it. Made a remix. So you have to go somewhere. There's also a bug in there where I can't fix, but like if you go here, there's a bug there, but that's something I'm working on personally to fix. So let's go back. Okay, how do I go back? Oh my god. Let me go back over here. Hope I remember how to get back. This is hard to record while you're doing this. So imagine this on a Game Boy Advance screen. It looked pretty cool. You could actually reflect it. It probably will work with a Game Boy Advance. Let's touch our flowers real quick. Yep. Sorry. Sorry if you go on your flowers. Sorry if you go on your flowers. Yeah, she was angry. Alright. So that was it for this development kit of the DSi. And now I'm going to show you the 3DS development kit. Now for sake of time, I'm not going to show the VR one. But you get the point. I did the 360 video of Staten Island, and I used this 360 camera, which I got right here. I don't know if you can see it. This 360 camera right here. It's in the case for now. I packed it for a reason. Don't mind the room. It's a mess. But, yep. And then I have, I can't show you, but I'll show you that later at one point. But that's just to produce it and stuff. Now, this I use, alright, let me just show you right now. I'm going to show you the computer first, and then. Now, right here, I have Linux on here. I use Linux on my daily driver to make the games and stuff. Now, I had to reinstall it, because, the graphics were, I had to fix the graphics driver, but I can run emulation. I can run, like, my Wii games on here. Because I used to have a Wii, but then it broke, so I had to later switch to my emulation. I use emulation to my advantages. Don't worry, it's not illegal. I know people think, oh, it's illegal. It's not. There's a video on how it's legal. Honestly, like, don't own the games, and you don't own your backups, or you own the games, you're screwed. Which most of the games I have, I own. I personally own them. These are games I saved when I was a kid, and first especially Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy, I played it since like I was young, and I saved it for a very long time for this special occasion. Dumped it from the Wii, and then installed it through my computer. So I'm not gonna show you around. I'm not gonna show you that because for reasons. Now I'm going to go to my VirtualBox. Now this is development kit, but this is what's pretty cool. I can actually install. I could use Windows on here, so I could use any operating system I want. I could use Russian operating systems. I could use a Asian operating system. I may show you that video next, where I show you how to go get like a Chinese operating system and be safe from it, from online, from spyware, and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about that problems. So yeah, I got Windows 10, but I'm using Linux, but I'm using Windows 10. I showed a video last time, the Mac one, but this is the Windows 10 one. So I'm running Windows 10 while I'm running Linux. This is crazy though. I'm gonna show you the boot screen of it. I'm gonna show you like in full screen. Hold on. So for instance, if I want to post my 360 videos on let's say on YouTube, and I can't use Adobe Premiere, I could use the Adobe Premiere on here. I could fire up a Windows VM and just run it on here. If I need to make games for like for like basically the like mobile games that I can't run these game engines like on my Linux rig, I could just run it on Windows. If it's only compatible on Windows, I can run it on Windows, which is cool, and I don't have to worry about it as much, and it runs better in my opinion too. This Windows runs better than traditional Windows, which is cool. So I'm gonna close this now, but you get the point. But it will boot up the Windows like regular. So, yeah. So pretty cool, right? So I'm gonna show you this later. I'm gonna make a lecture later video, and we could also and the best part is it's only in that VM. So if I get viruses, I won't get like very affected as much. Now I still can get virus. Don't get me wrong. Even though I'm losing Linux, I can still get hacked. There's times where I almost got hacked a few times, but I still manage the security of it. But you can still get hacked no matter what. But that's with any system. Any system can get hacked. Obviously demonstrated. That's how we got the development kit. So anything can get hacked. But a lot of misconception with that. Anything could virus. It's just the target of which one operations use the most. So let me show you the last development kit I use. I'm not gonna show you the VR one because that one, to show it, it's very complex because it's basically mostly my computer. I'm using that to edit it. So, but I'm gonna show you the 3DS development kit now. Mattolina development kit. This is the last development kit I'm gonna show. I use this for gaming, but also I use this for testing out my games on other hardware, on original hardware besides emulation, to my advantage. So this is the new 2D XSL. They discontinued these things. They used to make them a lot. Like this was still in production, so you could in theory play this game on your jailbroken 2DS. So let me pause this. Actually, no. I hope it's not copyright. Yeah, it's not. It should be fine. Let me pause this. Maybe it's copyright. I didn't want to get the song in the background because it might be copyright claim. I don't know. It's from Zelda. You don't know. They don't play with the IP, so I hope I don't get copyright claim from that. But yeah, this is basically my development kit here. It's custom made. It's based on the family. It's called Family OS. I'm joking. This is based on family. You can tell this is custom made because look, this is a custom wallpaper of my family. That's my family, by the way. So say hi to it. Hi. Yeah, pretty personal. Let's not get to it. But usually 3DS, you have to pay for like themes, I believe, and you have to buy it. But guess what? I made my own themes too, which is cool. And I made my own games. I'm showing you my games I created. So this is really a Mattolina development kit, if you think of it. Which is a development kit is like to test out games or to like play games and create games on here. So I'm gonna show you a game I created. Not those games. Those games are games I own from the cartridges from my own when I was a kid. This is my game tester. I test these games out to see if it runs. So I could share it. So I could, like, if I ever sell games, I will sell games using these. Like, you could just run the games on here, and then you could pop it into any DS without having to jailbreak or anything, and you could run it as, like, a DS cartridge. This is an R4 card. This is what it's meant for. You could put a sticker and run these. But that's not how Nintendo actually made those games, but they use, like, a proprietary cartridge where it's proprietary and you can only read by certain, but that's different. But I'm going to show you I'm going to load the content here. So let's load content. Yes, I want to load content. I'm going to go to SD card on my development kit. Well, this is basically RetroArch. It's based on RetroArch. This is Game Boy. Basically a Game Boy emulator from RetroArch. So let's look for CIA ROMs. I'm going to go to games. And let's look for Mattolina LLC. You want to look for Mattolina LLC. And then have the first game. Remember the first game I created? That's still there. The Super Mario Vegas Land. And then have Ultra Bianca Rescue. I'm gonna do that one. And then let's do load archive. Yep. And it's gonna load right here. And then boom, the logo's loading. I gotta fix the aspect ratio. Don't mind that. But yeah, you have the same game that was on the DSi onto here, which is cool. So it's running. And it's in full screen a little bit, but I know people don't like that aspect ratio since it's a Game Boy game. But I recommend to use that as like a DS game. So I kind of like this big, this is personal taste. I like this big aspect ratio. And then you can continue the game where you were. Oh, okay, so I was here. Interesting. See, this is a different save file. You can save here. You can save. I'm gonna cancel that. So I don't want to save that. And then we'll go this way. Oh, I gotta show you some other parts. Oh man, I have to jump. Okay, I mean, I don't know how to jump. I'm gonna go this way. Just go this way. I'll show you back here. Where's this? Where's this says? Where's this says? This is hard to do with the one control. This is hard to do with one control, honestly. This way to Miami and Beach and Key West. Yep, I'm going to Key West, baby. Going to Key West, baby. Going over the bridge. So yeah, that's an example of my development kit. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. You're best to know this content. I also will do another 360 videos soon, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, let's go do it. That's my development kits. This is the leak Mattolina development kit. So yeah, that's it for now. This is my tech. I gotta go, and I'm out. Thank you for your support, and I'm out.